Hello there, Taurus. It's time for a little love reading for you. Whenever you find this reading, if the title resonates with you, that's when you're meant to hear it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do the issue, the solution, and the outcome. 3-card spread. Here we go. Issue. Well, 2 cards for the one placement. The issue. What's wrong with that? Being perfectly happy, being alone? The Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, but things are changing quickly. Well, let's watch how this all plays out. 9 of Cups is supposed to symbolize being like totally cool with being on your own, doing your own thing, being satisfied, but there is something that's just kind of missing a little bit. So there is this like desire to have something outside of you, and you're like, I don't know how to make it happen. For a long time, you didn't know how to make it happen. And then eventually you're just like, I guess I'll just get used to being single. But then the universe is like, we're going to make something happen. As soon as you get cool with you, as soon as you love you, other people start to love you too. As soon as you don't care about what other people think about you, that's when other people like being around you. What do you know, right? Solution, let's just see what comes out of that on that position. Well, this one just kept coming back and coming back. We got the World, big changes. So we have these 2 circles that have been 2 big circles that have been coming up in this reading. Both are major arcana, which are symbolizing major shifts, like a whole, like the wheel of, this is the Wheel of Fortune, but like the wheel of time and space is going shoop, shoop. Everything's shifting. When it comes to, for those who resonate with this reading, for those who are ready for a change and have come to terms with being cool with themselves, right? So that's what's happening. And if you're not already there, if you're looking for a connection to be in, and you don't know how to make it happen, you haven't had good luck with it so far, it comes down to being okay with being on your own. Coming to the point where you just don't care whether or not somebody, like, that's all right, I can take myself on a date. That's what ended up happening to me, really. I got used to the fact that I could take myself out on a date. I would be cool with going on vacation all by myself. I was like, I kind of like having the bed to myself. And that's when a beautiful connection found me. It's right when I just didn't care. And it just like landed right on me. And then I was like, I don't know if I even want this. But I did. It was beautiful. Okay, outcome for Taurus. Now, something to keep in mind before I show you this card. I want to mention that nothing is set in stone. You can always change the trajectory of the future. It's just a matter of changing your mindset toward it. You can accept the lessons that are coming from the cards or not. You know, and that changes the whole course of everything. But on the trajectory that you're at this moment, we have the Page of Swords coming up in the reverse. It represents Gemini. I feel like the outcome is like, there's one thing that's whispering to me about Gemini season starting here at the end of the month, that there's like some shifts that are happening at Gemini season, like stumbling into someone. Like, if you don't know someone already, you're like stumbling into someone and be like, whoa, okay, it's coming soon, it's coming. There's that, but there's also just the Page of Swords is a very confrontational kind of guy. It's like it's asking you, like, if you are dating or you're trying to date, don't be ready for the worst. Don't be ready for them to screw up when you're going into it. Let's just don't expect anything when you're in your connections with other people. Okay, so that's where we're going. We're like heading toward Gemini season at the end of May, and it's just like, I'm cool with being on my own. I accept the fact that other people aren't perfect and that like nobody knows what they're doing going into a relationship, and I'm just gonna let it slide. Next thing you know, you're just like stumbling into somebody. Okay, just let it slide, let it go, enjoy yourself, don't expect anything, be cool with being on your own. This is all advice you've heard over and over and over again. It's one thing to know it, it's another thing to practice, right? And it does take practice. Self-love, treating yourself the way you would like your sweet companion to treat you is a practice. So that's what you're being asked to do. If you would like to connect with someone eventually, or if you would like to improve the quality of the connection that you already have, make sure and do you first. And that's how you're doing your partner really, really well. Okay. This is where I leave off. Thank you so much for being with me today. I love you. And I will see you later on. Make sure and check out your weekly and monthly readings.